My name is Aubrey Coleman and I am a multimedia journalist. I am studying journalism and sports business here at Iowa while also participating in field hockey as a Division I student athlete. I can write, edit, shoot, and produce full TV news packages. I have experience covering live shots, press conferences, and radio news. I would like to share with you the work I've done in the School of Journalism, and I hope you enjoy watching it just as much as I did creating it. The 2013 team made its debut to the fans in a glorified practice last Saturday. Here at the spring football game, fans are preparing for the 2013 season, and a lot of them shared with us what exactly they're excited about.
Just ready to get back and get all the fans back in the stadium, get ready to go and see some hopefully better football than last season at least.
Anything better than last season seems to be all the Iowa fans want.
We had a tough year last year, and we got a kind of a new group coming in here, so we'll see if they get a turnaround. I'm sure they will, so we're excited.
But even after this spring game lineup, questions about next season are still unanswered. The biggest question being, who will replace quarterback James Vandenberg? There are 3 different replacements for this position: Cody Sokol, Jake Rudock, and CJ Beathard. The fans are looking forward to a new quarterback.
Not James Vandenberg.
But Coach Wren said the spring game wouldn't determine much for the quarterbacks. Hawk fans should expect surprises in the fall. For the players, spring training was just another step closer to the preparation of their opening game to Northern Illinois in Kinnick Stadium. The Hawks will open next season with back-to-back games in Kinnick. The 16,000 fans will multiply, and the Hawkeyes will take the field with new seniors, a new lineup, and high expectations.
Go Hawks!
This is Aubrey Coleman with Daily Iowan TV. Students across the country are searching for the perfect university during this economic recession. Many students are no longer looking for the academic appeal, but more so for the tuition and cost of living. The sequestration, implemented this Friday possibly, may affect the amount of scholarship money that students can get from the universities. Students may choose to stay in-state for a lot of their tuition costs. For the University of Iowa, 55% of the students are from in-state and paying in-state tuition. This is a lot of times because of fear of tuition debt. The current rules allow coaches to deny a transfer request to another conference school, which means a coach has the power to dictate where an athlete can and cannot go to school. A former University of Iowa swimmer is now encountering and experiencing these difficult NCAA rules.
Once you sign your letter of intent, you're like signing your life away.
The swimmer, who wishes to remain anonymous for recruiting reasons, is one of the many athletes who has found the transfer process difficult and also negatively impacting their training.
Surprisingly, I have to say the most difficult thing is probably either practicing on my own now.
The rules go even deeper. Men's basketball and football transfers have to sit out an entire year before returning to the field of play, are still unanswered. That year takes a toll on the student athlete, both athletically and academically.
Statistical evidence shows that when a student athlete transfers, it tends to have a negative impact on their academics.
A former NCAA Associate Director of Enforcement feels that the current rules need mending.
Gives too much authority to the coaches and the schools in the student athletes transfer situation.
The NCAA is required to keep close ties to all of their athletes and make the playing field fair. So what exactly is the NCAA doing? President Mark Emmert created a committee specific to student athlete transfers. The committee is expected to introduce new legislation in the current year. This is Aubrey Coleman, Daily Iowan TV. Gun laws are the heated topic in all Capitol buildings across the country. Here at the state capitol in Des Moines in 2010, gun control laws were confirmed. But now, with the recent and relevant national issues, the topic has come up for debate and major changes. The state legislators are content with their current decisions but are waiting for the changes on the federal level. The debate has been settled to a holding period in Des Moines.
I don't expect at this point that we're going to do much in the way of state policy in that area this year, and I think our focus is on encouraging Congress and the President to make some changes.
The personality of Iowa and its history with guns comes into account when making this decision. Centerville, Iowa is ranked as the number 5 hunting destination in the United States. This distinctly differs Iowa from other states. For example, in New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo strengthened the gun control laws in reaction to the Sandy Hook tragedy in 3 ways: tightening the assault weapons ban, strengthening the rules that govern the mentally ill, and limiting the number of bullets allowed in magazines. But Governor Branstad is in no hurry to continue the debate or change any laws.
The governor believes that the laws we currently have on the books are sufficient for the state of Iowa.
The federal debate remains such a dispute because of such differences between states' discretion. For example, New York legislators implement stricter gun laws with simple handguns, while Iowa remains slightly more free. Legislators are happy with their 2010 changes.
There's a few gun control laws, but probably the biggest ones that are getting the most attention are the bills that were passed in 2010.
And are not concerned about any immediate changes. This is Aubrey Coleman with Daily Iowan Television. It's not a Hawkeye sport, but a baseball team about 30 miles north of Iowa City is making plenty of noise this season. The minor league Cedar Rapids Colonels are off to a scorching start. Just months, a long winter and a spring with some of the strange weather kept the University of Iowa's Finkbein Golf Course closed longer than usual this season. Finkbein, the home course for the Iowa Hawkeye golf program,